One thing I don't get why drivers do this in trucking. And we'll talk about that coming up next. Let's go. Welcome to another edition of Trucking with Loshawnparks, where you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me, and I truly do appreciate that. I want to open this up first by saying rest in peace to Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and to the other members or family members that were on that flight, that helicopter ride that was going to an AAU basketball event that Kobe Bryant was going to be coaching in. My condolences and prayers go out. Kobe Bryant definitely is an icon, a legend, my favorite basketball player in the entire world. Just a sad day. And that happened today, which I'm recording this video here on January 26th, Sunday. So when I got the news about it, it was kind of mind-blowing. Didn't understand, didn't believe it. So I had to call a couple of credible sources of mine that are in the sports world to find out if it was official, and it was. And it's just been a surreal day, to even say the least, about the situation. This almost seems like a nightmare. But we definitely lost a good one. It almost feels the same type of hit like when Nipsey Hussle died. So, but on with this video. Something that I don't understand that a lot of drivers, or that people do, that mostly I see it come from drivers. And what I definitely don't understand is why content creators on YouTube in the trucking space do this. I just don't get it. And that is to show paycheck stubs, right? I talked about this before, where it doesn't make sense to me, okay? But once again, this is my opinion, and opinions to me, you know, they are what they are, but most of them don't matter. But what I don't get is, this is the only industry in the world that I know of, outside of, once again, athletes, where their contracts are discussed publicly because it's a public contract, so it's known to the public. But this is the only industry that I have been in that I see drivers showing settlements. And to me, it is a terrible thing to do, okay? For a couple of reasons, and here's the reasons why. To me, showing a settlement or showing your paycheck, it gives a false sign of hope. And the reason why it does is because what you're doing doesn't necessarily mean that the person that you're showing or sharing your settlement with is going to be able to do that, okay? So a false sign of hope, of hope, a false sign of hope, that's what I'm trying to say. A false sign of hope, because a person will see that and think that they can come over to where you're at, or get into trucking if they're new, and do the same type of numbers that you do, okay? Or do the same type of paychecks you get. And when they don't, then it's kind of like a black eye on the industry, okay? Anywhere else in the workforce land of being employed, anywhere else that you pretty much discuss your pay or show your settlements at, you have the potential of getting fired behind that. That's why it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, because at your 9-to-5 job, people don't go around saying, hey, I make $18.50. You know what I mean? That's supposed to be proprietary information and kept to yourself. That's why employers, don't want you to pretty much speak about the pay, because it can create an issue. And in trucking, what the problem is if one shows the settlement, says I made X amount of dollars this week, and then a person sees that and they come over to where you're at once again, and they're not making that, you just gave them a false sign of hope. And then they're going to be wondering what's going on. Why am I not making the same thing you are? And there's a few things that people need to realize and factor in. That individual may not work as hard as you. They may not run as hard as you. They may not stay out as long as you. They may not have the same expenses that you have outside of trucking, okay? They may not know how to run their truck efficiently enough to make that kind of paycheck. So it's a false sign of hope to do this. And I don't understand it. But people will put their paychecks up to try to, I guess, show like they're getting to the money. And at the end of the day, what you eat don't make nobody shit, right? Don't make the next man shit. So for lack of better words, just because you're doing that, don't mean that that person that you're showing it to can do it as well, okay? Not everybody has the same drive. Not everybody has the same work ethic. Like, this is why I don't get into or never understood why show a settlement for. It don't mean that you can come and do what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? The money that I'm making doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get it as well. It just doesn't. All right. Everybody's pay is going to be different, especially in the trucking industry, because guys are paid different ways in the trucking industry. You got percentage, you got cent per mile, you got, you know, flat rate. You just got different ways of making money. So I get the question all the time about people asking me what company to go to. And my answer to them is simple. The one that's going to accept you, or the one that fits what you need them to provide you with. There is no particular company out here that is just head over heels to go to, because if it was, everybody would be there. Everybody would be there driving. So it blows my mind to see people disclosing their paychecks. And then what happens is, like I said, a lot of these drivers will see their paycheck stubs and think like they can go there and make the same type of money. For instance, when I was at Prime and I made good money, it didn't make sense really for me to show settlements, because you don't work like I probably work, okay? And if you work harder than I work, then you probably make more than me. But it's every individual is different. So when I hear people say, show me a couple of settlements, or show me your settlements in order for me to believe what you're making, and it's like, what does that prove? Because you might not have the same drive, or you might, if you have more drive than me, you're gonna make more. So that don't make sense to me. But I don't know. I don't get why drivers do that. I really don't. You know, I really don't. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It doesn't make a lot of sense. And once again, what you eat don't make the next person shit. So yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful to some of y'all, maybe. Maybe some of y'all will stop looking at other people's settlements and depicting, if that's the angle or the place that you want to go to gain that type of thinking that you're going to gain that type of paycheck, and it may not work out for you over there. It's just the reality of it. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe this video. Yeah, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Or should I say, make sure you like, I don't know, whatever. You know what to do. Hit the bell on your way out so you get notifications of new videos when I do drop them. I will start trying to drop videos every 3 days to give you guys some new content. And I got new channels that I'm going to be coming up with. Sports channel that I'm going to be coming up with, and also a car review channel that I'm really kind of like stoked about and putting together. So yeah, more videos to come in the future. Y'all be safe. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Like being safe as always. Winners focus on winning, and losers focus on winners, and we're winning right here. trucking with Loshawnparks. I'm tired, y'all. It's like 2:43 in the morning. Yeah. Stay up. Salute.